Greetings, greetings, greetings. Wow, it is day 21 of our 21-day journey to wholeness. So I'm just really grateful to have reached this marker with you all. So while we let people come on in, I'm going to go ahead and call in the energy of the directions. So connecting with the energy of air, east, connecting with the energy of the south, fire, connecting with the energy of the west, water, connecting with the energy of the north, earth. And as I connect with those four energies, also connecting into the divine sacred heart, connecting into the earth, deep down into the earth, and up above, connecting in to source, that which we all originate from, oneness. From that space, I connect my heart with yours, and I am really grateful to be here with you all. Wow. When I sit this down, wow, what a day, what a weekend, what a journey. We really did that, right? We really have done this. We have come on this whole journey, and I am so grateful to be here with you. We've come on this whole journey, and I'm so grateful to be here with you all. And so today, we get to stand in the I am. Now, I will begin by telling you all that I, in my commitment to this work, am such a student. I'm a student, I'm learning, I'm studying, I'm connecting with as many as I can to continue to align with things that resonate with me, that feel good with me, that are leading me further along the path of what I hope to be, being a greater and greater vessel for God-like energy on our earth. What I will say is that I had no clue what this would be like when we started it 21 days ago. And I've been doing sound meditations, sometimes just come on quietly and just go to play already. And, I've been having these times where I started talking a little bit more. And so to kind of fallen into this routine of sharing a message, a spirit-inspired message, a thought-inspired message, and then playing the bowls is a new format for me. It's a new way of sharing, of showing up. And I'm kind of thanking you for allowing me to come into your space and bring you who I am. Bring you who I am. This is me, Ama Chandra, Sanahara Ama Chandra. And let me tell you about Sanahara, right? Sanahara as a name showed up back in November. I wasn't expecting it. And I sat before my altar and I was praying. And as I prayed, I asked Spirit about how I was to be known. And before I could get the words out, Sanahara, I heard it's Sanahara. I'm like, what is that? Who is that? Is that me? And nothing else was said. And so I went on a journey to understand that name. And as such, I've learned a lot about it, and I'm learning a lot about me. Sanahara literally means illuminated one, golden one. It speaks about the path that one takes up the mountain to connect with the highest self. It's this connecting in with the Hara channel. There's so much in Sana and Hara and Sanahara. And, why am I telling you all this? Because just like many of you, I'm just. You see how I even did that? I was born in this little small town in the South, in the States, United States. And we have these ideas about who we are based on where we come from. And, we have these ideas about who we are based on what societal dictates, right? But I had this idea even when I was a child that there was something for me to do. To be alive during this day and time, to be alive while all of these changes are taking place on our earth, to be able to check into my own heart and answer its calls to come do work, to be a part of the shift, to be a part of helping to make this a better place for all of us. I'm humbled. I'm honored. I'm excited. I'm scared. I'm all of those things, just like many of you, finding my way to I am. And it makes sense that we would talk about the I am. Probably, how many years ago? My goodness now. Maybe 20 years ago? 20 years ago, I wrote a song called I Am That I Am. And the idea of what I even knew about being the I am, I am that I am, was beyond what I even knew. It's just what I understood. I had this idea and it felt good and it just poured out of me. The song poured out of me. It's actually available. It's online, but neither here nor there. I'm sharing it with you all to say that today my relationship to I am that I am, is so much more deep. It's so much more profound. And that I understand it's how I'm able to see the oneness between me and you and me. And that as I begin to understand that everything is my teacher, on the path of wholeness, you begin to not just understand it, but live it. We move from a place of understanding from an intellectual into an experiential space where your heart and your body begin to be one with that knowledge, right? So today, as we prepare for this meditation, as we prepare for our last lesson, I have one card here that I would like to show you. Antakarana. Antakarana is a cube. Here's a side here. There's a line here. There's a line here. So it's a cube. And as you can see, each path still leading to the same point. The point. This symbol is considered a bridge. And it's considered a bridge as we move from our human, our earth, our flesh, our senses, our sensorial world, into the world of energy, our higher self. And as we move to our higher self, we all have to cross a bridge out of the tops of our heads. So I'm showing this card with you to let you know, sharing this card with you so that we can accept or see a visual for what it means to be a part of a process that's unfolding. It's ever unfolding. We're not going to know what this process is going to look like to the end, but we can start having visions of it. We can start having visions of the world that we wish, the world that we seek. I don't know if you've been having visions. If you have been someone who's been conjuring up ideas of what you see the world being or what you would need for it to be, I'm curious about that. Are you someone who has been able to look at the challenges and own those too? See, and eventually we're going to have to own it all. To be whole, we're going to have to own it all, even the things we do not like, especially the things that we do not like. Owning does not necessarily mean that you identify with it. You just you accept it as an is. You don't have to identify with it and line yourself up with this terrible thing or with this whatever thing. You just have to recognize as the observer the is of it. And as we all go through our process of self-mastery, be that self-mastery from the space of our emotions, where we begin to get out in front of them, where we witness the emotions we have inside of us. But before we can get out in front of our emotions, we have to first become aware of the feelings that we're feeling, right? I'm that I am. So in order to get in front of it and reap the blessing and the benefit of those emotions and get out in front of them where you can weather any storm with the rainbow, you are the rainbow. Before you can get to that place, it initially begins with recognizing what are you holding in your cup, your vessel, your heart, your emotions. I am that. If there's more that you want in your emotional cup, you then have to do the work to fill it. Not someone outside of you. Not a lover, not a mother, not a father, not a child, not a sibling, not a stranger, not a job, not anything but you. Have to fill up your cup with what it is that you desire. And this is how we get out in front of our emotions. But first, we have to be aware of what we have in our cup. Is it your spirit? Are you someone who is being passionately led to crossing and doing all these things that have nothing to do with you? Everyone's got their path, their journey, their walk. So if everyone has their path, their journey, their walk, you can bless people with light and do much more for them. If spirit calls you, if you have to go, then go. Go. And learn what you were sent there to do. Maybe that will be the opportunity where you recognize gifts that you didn't know. All I can tell you is we don't get it wrong. There's nothing wrong with the lessons we learn by the inclinations of our spirit. We then begin to learn that we go through the process of revealing our ego. We go through the process of defending our place. We go through the process of falling down to get back up again. Humbled. Made aware that we, as big as we might feel, are still just a part of this thing that is even bigger. So how do we shoulder our load? How do we walk our... Because we then begin to understand where I end and you begin. That's the blessing, the boundaries. We know where the end of the inhale is. Let's take an inhale in. Have you reached the boundary? Can you take any more air in? All right, let's exhale. And as you exhale, you reach the boundary. Can you put any more air out? There's a threshold for everything. And it's not that we can't be in harmony with each thing. It's that we have to be in harmony with each thing. That way we can feel the boundaries of what we are able to do and not able to do. So we taught the emotions, we taught spirit and fire. What about our earth? Are there boundaries when it comes to what we are able to do? In fact, if you're not careful, you can find yourself in agreements with things that move you outside of the boundaries of your purpose. You've decided, I'm going to do this. And you're not quite sure which way to go, but you're going to make these things happen. And then you find yourself in a position where those things that at one time held you up, helped you to think this is who I am, begin to control you. There's a saying that at a certain point, what one time contained you can begin to constrain you. This is when the growth comes in. This is when the growth and the points in which we have to, at that point, begin to step into our magnificence of surrender. And we begin to look at each and everything that comes our way, much more prudently, keeping our mind on our thoughts in order to watch it come into being. We become clear about where we begin and where the other end. And the key, one of the key parts of this is our relationship to our thoughts. Our thoughts become things. And that's, again, for those who got it, who are right there with me, you know what I'm talking about. There are those, though, who may not know for sure, what do you mean when you say thoughts become things? I've heard people say that. What does that mean? It means that what you pay attention to, you bring into your current reality. If you think that things are terrible 9 times out of 10, you're going to see things that are terrible over and over and over again. There's an idea, we could use the idea of an optimistic mindset or a pessimistic mindset. If someone has an optimistic mindset, 9 times out of 10, they're going to have experiences that support that. Even when not, it's still just, it becomes a part of it, that's their default. If you're one who has a pessimistic mindset and things are always terrible and see, I told you, see, you did that. You did that because you are that you are. That thing, that's you. So how do we get control of this stuff? How do these things begin to make sense? How do we begin to not just have this idea of now, well, you said all this stuff and I could understand all this stuff, but now what do I do with it? Let it all go. Surrender it. Deal with what shows up right there with mindset. Like, there are going to be parts that you're going to find you have to hold on to. You will begin witnessing your thoughts. You become the witness. You become the observer. And you become the person who is studying your life even as you're living it. And as you are directing and ordering your steps. That's what I'm working on. Am I there? No. Nope. Not there. Not there, but I believe it. I'm not there, but I absolutely believe it. And I'm walking it out. I'm walking it out with you. I'm walking it out with my children. I'm walking it out with my friends and my family. Some would even say, how dare you speak about this and you're not there? Because I've seen it. I've witnessed it. I've had many moments where I was there. Many moments where my heart, mind, word, emotions all lined up. And my reality reflected it. But I also have been one who has been working through I call them wormy thoughts. Watched this movie with my kids. And there was this energy of this worm that would get in you. And it would infect your thoughts. And so I call them wormy thoughts. Pull them out. Let them go. I am that I am. We're going to check into our book. There is many teachers who can guide you on this path. I will do my best to share what I have always. Considering what our next steps will be for our continued meditations. And I have a feeling, I kind of have an idea of what I want to do now. I am looking towards doing sacred geometry work with you all so that I can practice. For a while, we'll do sacred geometry work. And I'll get on and we'll pull up an activation or pull up some cards, some symbols, and play songs that resonate with the energy of those sacred geometry messages. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling symbolism as I do more work outside of here. So thank you all. Let's see what our book has to say today. Let's see what our text, Spiritual Growth, Being Your Higher Self by Sanahara Ama. Spiritual Growth, Being Your Higher Self by Sanahara Ama. Let's see what our book has to say for us on the energy of I am that I am. There are a lot of people, why do I say it that way? I say I am that because we can say I am that I am. And that is a rhythm. But the understanding is there is no separation between you and anything else. So I am that I am is one aspect of it. Yes, you are that you are. But when you say I am that, and you look at your world and all the things that you are in connection to. I am that, I am that, I am that. I am these things. It begins to shift your relationship to all of what you are in harmony with in your space, in your home, in your life, in your movements. You are that. That is what you are. And we get a chance to shift and change that as the master magicians that we are. So anyway, let's pull this up. Okay. This is a section speaking about what happens when we connect with universal mind. So I'm trying to see this space where we begin here. Page 33. How about here? Here's where we are. The more expansive your thoughts, the more expansive the reality you create. Your creativity and imagination are two important keys in making a better reality for yourself. You need to be creative to work with things as energy, and you need to use your imagination to picture the results you want. When you use your creativity and imagination, you can expand your ideas of what is possible for you to have and thus create a better life for yourself. You can learn to be creative. All of you have experienced moments of creativity, sudden insights, new visions of the way something could be done, and bursts of inspiration. The only difference between people who think they are creative and people who think they aren't are their beliefs about their creativity. Start telling yourself that you are a creative person. You have the ability to generate new ideas that will take you to higher levels in your work and your life. Stop for a moment and think of something you would like to improve. Then be creative and picture something even better than you have yet imagined happening in this area. Don't accept your current circumstances as the best you'll ever have. Don't believe people when they tell you something is impossible to create. When you know how to create with energy and light, anything is possible. Believe in yourself. Picture yourself having what you want. I am that. That I am. I'm reading to you from page 34 of Spiritual Growth. What we see on the inside is even more important than what we see on the outside. What we see on the outside can direct how we see on the inside. It can spur imaginations and declarations of shifts and changes that are heart-centered. However, what is on the outside can't be your determination of what's possible. If we let what's on the outside determine what's possible, then we are being led by past beliefs, past structures, past agreements. If we choose to be a part of this new co-creative space, we then are going to look at it and it might inspire us to go inside and imagine the answers, imagine the remedies, imagine the shifts. That's our work. So thank you all for coming on this journey with me as I go ahead and play the bowls and end our time at this time. At least for now. It's a for now. All right. So thank you so much. I'm going to play the bowls. Blessings to you. Wherever you go, there you are. Be gentle with yourself. Be firm with yourself. Remember that you are safe. That you are love and you're deserving of love. Your worth is by divine birthright. You are worthy. You were born worthy. We have to release some things and we have to accept some things. You are love. You are light. You are that. There is order to our universe. Keep going. I believe in you. It's kind of exciting to think of who we're going to be on the other side, right? Thank you for accompanying me on this journey. I'm honored to be in your company. One day you'll have some things to teach me, and maybe I'll have some new things to teach you. These videos are going to be up on YouTube if you want to catch them in the replay. I'm reconsidering how I interact. I'll know that by tomorrow, because I'll see you tomorrow. Many, 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 many blessings to you all. Namaste. The divine in me greets the divine in you. Until the next time.